Welcome to day 20 of the 30-day Ultimate Creativity Challenge. And today's prompt is a dream mechanical creature and using pointillism. Basically just dot art. Let's do this. I didn't really know what I was going to draw when I started this. I do, what you're looking at as practice. I draw that hummingbird every day as part of my drawing exercises, and I was like, well, maybe I can turn this hummingbird into a mechanical creature. And I don't really have a base when it comes to mechanics, so I didn't really care to try. And so I looked up mechanical creatures, and I was like, why not draw the robot from the Castle in the Sky movie. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just drawing his outline, putting some moss on him. It's going to be a really simple drawing today. And then I was like, well, what's a mechanical creature without his little animal friend? So I decided to draw one of those little squirrel thingies on top of his head. And then I go through the whole process like a normal drawing, and I do the line art, which I'm so disappointed because I thought I was getting better at line art, but then I look at this and it's just all so heavy. But in the end it doesn't matter because it gets turned into pointillism anyway. So I'm just doing the line art, and I'm retracing his eyes and his neck, and then I do more moss, and I'm just narrating as I draw, which is really silly. For the moss, I just do like little bumpy lines all over the place to try to make it look like overgrowth. And then for his arms, I noticed that when I drew them, they were disproportionate from each other, so I had to try again. You see his right shoulder is like huge compared to his left shoulder, and you'll see me fix that a little bit later, but right now I'm just doing my regular shading process where I put in the gray and then I put the darker grays and lighter grays to make shadows and highlights. With this drawing, I didn't pay too much attention to it because it was all going to disappear into pointillism anyway. You know what? Now I don't even remember. Oh, there it is. I was going to say I don't even remember if I changed it, but I did. Like, look, see, I changed it. And the reason I wouldn't remember is because I pre-record or pre-draw these videos. Like, I have all 30 days finished. And then I just make these recordings whenever I find time to squeeze it in. I actually just finished yesterday, and today's the 10th. So right now you would be watching my day 15 video, and I am recording my day 20 video and my day 15 video. So yeah, timelines are a little different. Anyway, I'm doing the shading, and then I soft edge the lights because I like the soft edge. And why is the video stopped? I don't know. Anyway, so I put in the color, and I'm just coloring in the mousy fox. I don't know what you call this thing. Is it sad that I haven't watched Castle in the Sky since I was a kid, so I don't really remember anything about this movie? I don't even remember the behavior of this little animal enough to know what to call it, whether I call it a cat or a dog or a fox or a squirrel, or I don't know what its behavior is. I don't know what to call it. Isn't that pathetic? So the moss, I really like the green color I chose for this moss, and I go through all this trouble of coloring it and making it look like this guy, and then in the end I don't even use these colors, so it was somewhat disappointing. I even saved over top of this file with the final piece, and I don't have all the layers anymore, which makes me really sad because I wanted to keep this colored result, but I don't have it anymore. So the only proof that I had actually colored it and did all this work is this recording right here. Don't you hate when that happens, when you accidentally save over your stuff and then it sucks so much. And then here I am, still not adjusting my paintbrush. I end up adjusting my paintbrush, I know, by my 25th drawing. I know, it's really sad. So I just coloring in his little symbol there, and I got the moss going on, and his shading, and it's gonna throw in some blue skies, and here I am just messing with the halftone, trying to turn this into a Pointillism art piece, and I don't really like the coloring on top, so I turn it into a grayscale, and then I do Pointillism, and I really like that, and then I go back and I choose his colors from the first thing, and I do a gradient, a rainbow type gradient, and put it on multiply over top of the halftone layer, and then I have completed day 20. So cross off that. If you guys like this drawing, go ahead and click subscribe so you can see more, and click the bell button so you know when more comes up. Click like. You can look at this image a lot longer on my Facebook and my Instagram, and currently I don't have any followers on Twitter, so even though I have a Twitter, I'm not using it, but if you start following me on Twitter, I'm going to start using it. That's how that works. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 21.